Hello guys, I don't even know what to say. I'm not even ashamed anymore. Yes guys, this is yet another 3D printer review, 3D printing related video. At this point I don't even know if I can still call this channel a painting channel, but this whole week I'm diving more and more into the 3D printing world. More on that later because I have news related to that. But for now, this time it is a bit different because this time it was me that actually contacted Phrozen to send me one of their Sonic Mini 4K printers. And why? Well, because I think that is one of the most interesting products nowadays for sale in the 3D printing world, and probably the best hobby 3D printer for printing miniatures. So let's go to the workshop and print some models. Let's get cracking.
Woke up this morning, feeling right as rain. Can't pretend that I care, cause I don't even care what you say. We'll leave our stamp on the scene, we'll keep on working. This is our time to shine, oh believe us and we'll make it right. We're ticking time bombs, where's our pace? We're ticking time bombs, where's our pace? Now, 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 we keep it burning. Where's the fuel? Keep it coming, 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 yeah. Now, 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 we keep it burning. Where's the fuel? Keep it coming, 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 yeah. You think I'm lazy, but boy, you're wrong. I've got a fire in me that'll keep on burning till I'm gone. We're ticking time bombs, where's our pace? We're ticking time bombs, where's our pace? Come a little closer and we will see. Take a little time to breathe it all in. Come a little closer and we will see. Take a little time to breathe it all in. Now, 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 we keep it burning. Where's the fuel? Keep it coming, 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 yeah.
So we are finally here, and I have laid down the 3D prints from all my 3 printers. These ones are from the Formlabs Form2, these are from the Anycubic Mono, and these are from the Phrozen Sonic Mini 4K. And of course these are the ones that we all want to look at, so these are the same comparison you saw on the last video. The Formlabs is pretty smooth, it's a beautiful print, but it has a slight texture here and there. It's a bit, I don't know, it's a bit like a kind of roughness. Of course, once you prime this and you start painting, that will go away, but the detail is not as sharp as in the Anycubic. But of course, in the Anycubic you can see the voxels, the pattern that happens with the pixelation of the screen. Again, that when you prime the model will be almost gone. But look what happens when we move into a 4K printer with a small screen. And suddenly, this doesn't look like a 3D print anymore. Of course it does because it has all the supports, but if you took out all the supports, this wouldn't look like a 3D print. This looks like a casted piece of resin. Look at the back, for example. Right there, you can clearly see the pattern of the pixels. Again, this is very, very light pattern, and it obviously will almost disappear with the primer, but that pattern is just not there. You can maybe see the pixelation there, and it's simply not there. This is the smoothest print I've ever gotten with this model. It's absolutely beautiful. As I already said, this looks like a very good 3D print, and this looks like a casted piece of resin. If I went to a shop or to an online page and I get this, of course without all the supports, I would be a very happy painter. Then we have this amazing creek bust. Again, the Formlabs makes a good job. It has some layers that kind of, I don't know, messes. The back is a bit messy. You can clearly see it there, especially compared to this, which is smoother from the Anycubic. But the Anycubic has some printing defects, some layers that it missed. I don't know why. Maybe it pulled off due to the weight or to the pressure. Maybe that was my mistake. But you can clearly see an improvement over here. Much sharper shapes, sharper definition overall. Very good print. And just as I said before, this looks like a finished product. This looks like something a manufacturer will sell you. It's absolutely stunning. Everything is shiny, smooth as it can be. All the details are sharp and defined. And here in the back, you don't see that slight texture that has that the Formlabs has, and here that the Anycubic has, and here on the helmet you can clearly see the pattern of the pixels right there, or the voxels. That would be probably a better term, and that pattern is just not there. This is absolutely smooth. Maybe, oh yeah, maybe you can see a bit there, but I mean, it's just stunning. So I decided to go and print something that is very round and very smooth again, just to test it out. And so I printed this Iron Hands shoulder pads for some Marines. And again, this actually looks, if you ignore all the supports, this looks like a piece of plastic that GW will sell you. It's that good. So I decided to print something really, really small. I already did that for the Anycubic Mono, and you already saw that in the review. These are the absolutely not Imperial Guard models. Very nice definition, very nice prints. And here are the ones from the Frozen 4K. And immediately you can clearly see how shiny and smooth everything is, but without losing any details. In fact, I will try to take a very detailed shot of those two models compared, so you can see clearly all the pixelation and all the jagged edges, very tiny of course, on the weapons, and those are just not there. So while I was recording this video, my manufacturer got in contact with me to sponsor it. And I'm really happy that they did, because I got access to these beautiful models from one of their latest campaigns. That campaign is called Fantastic Plants and Rocks Volume 2. And you can check it out in the link in the description and the pinned comment of the video. That campaign has smashed way past its initial goal, and it's unlocking everything. So you will get a ton of models to 3D print, and they are really beautiful models. They are obviously all plants and rocks, which initially may not sound very interesting, but they are really very interesting. You get things like this really cool mushrooms, some alien looking trees, a lot of different rocks. And let me tell you, finding good rocks to print, good models of rocks, is really difficult. I've been looking for good rocks for a very long time, and these are beautiful. You get some with some symbols engraved, and again, absolutely beautiful prints, super smooth. And look at this detail on this rock here. Really amazing campaign, then you should really check it out. And I personally really like these ones here. This is a beautiful pumpkin, and I'm really excited about this. And you can see this has been cleaned from all the supports, it has been sanded, and it has been primed because I am actually going to paint this and put it on a display base with a model. And this is my test plinth. Of course, I will have to sand this and smooth this out, and I will make it a bit bigger, but this will be here on the top, and I have a model prepared to put over this pumpkin. And it's one of those models that has been waiting for a paint job for a very, very long time. Do you want to see it? Well, check this out. This is the Crow from Confrontation, a special edition. This is one of my favorite models of all time, and I'm going to paint this using my black NMM tutorial, which you can see here if you haven't seen it already. So stay tuned for that, and I may do a rusted NMM tutorial for his blade. I think that will be very exciting. So guys, stay tuned because this is coming. Again, link in the description and in the pinned comment of the video, and thank you to my manufacturer for sponsoring this video. I almost forgot about recording this. As I told you at the beginning of the video, I am having more and more interest in the 3D printing hobby as a whole and in making videos about it. That's why I decided to start a new channel about 3D printing, goldsmithing, and any combination of those two subjects, just so I don't clog this channel with irrelevant topics about 3D printers, and I have all my 3D printing content in one place. If I found something really interesting about 3D printing related to miniatures, I will probably make a video, but for the most part, all those videos will be just on the 3D printing channel. The channel is called the Goldsmith Printer, and you will have a link in the description. So if you have some interest in goldsmithing or in 3D printing, go check the channel, and I will slowly but surely be making content for that too. And the first video I will be making solely for that channel will be a follow-up to this video, because Phrozen has also sent me, along with the printer and the grey resin, a bottle of casting resin, and I'm really looking forward to try it out. I have set all my test files printing tonight, and I hope I can send them to the caster next week and probably make a video in a couple of weeks about casting jewelry using the Frozen Sonic Mini 4K. So subscribe to my second channel so you don't miss it. So guys, let me wrap this whole video up, and let me start saying that I truly believe that the Frozen Mini 4K, it's probably the best hobby 3D printer you can get if you're planning to print miniatures. The quality that it produces is absolutely stunning, and not only that, but it's a printer that it's right now, I'm talking about February 2021, alone in the market. There are no other 4K 3D printers with a small screen, and that small screen is what gives it the highest resolution of any other hobby 3D printers out there. So if you can, I will highly recommend you get one. But of course, the Anycubic Mono also produces beautiful prints, and I don't see them as competing products because the price is very different. So for me right now, and again, this is February 2021, this may change in the future, but for me, if you're going to buy a 3D printer now, for the hobby, of course, I'm not talking about professionally, you only have three real options. You can get a mono LCD 2K printer, like the Anycubic Mono. If you want larger volume, you can get something like the Mono X or the Frozen Mighty. And if you want the absolutely best resolution available in the market for the hobby, you should get a Frozen Sonic Mini 4K. And you have a link if you want to get a Frozen Mono in the description and the pinned comment of the video, and that will be an affiliate link that will help me massively if you get one, or if you want a Anycubic Mono, which is also a great printer, there will also be a link for that in the description and in the pinned comment of the video. So guys, thank you very much for watching, and again, thank you to my manufacturer for sponsoring this video. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye. Do you like my videos and want to help me make them? Well, there are several ways you can do that. You can follow me on social media. You have the links to all my social media in the description below. You can also check all my affiliate links in the pinned comment of this video. Use those links in your next hobby purchase and help me without any additional cost to you. I also have merch that you can see just below this video in the shop tab of my channel. But most importantly, there is Patreon channel members. You have the link to my Patreon in the description below and in the pinned comment of the video, or if you prefer, you can just click the join button below this video. Patreon channel members help me do all the cool projects that I want to make and help me improve the quality of my videos. Don't be afraid, no content will ever be hidden behind a paywall, but it's a nice way to help me and you'll get something back for generosity. That's it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. A special thank you to, first of all, Mitch the Terrainosaur. Mitch runs an amazing YouTube channel which all profits go to charity. Check him out, link in the description. He makes amazing videos and it's also for a great cause. And secondly, but not less importantly, thank you to Daniel Figueiredo, Heather Amsters, Lawrence Gismundi, Ben Morin, Victor Dome, Michael Boyer, Christopher Moret, Joshua Bohannon, Bell Drain, Javi Mota, Nicolas Furnell, Kevin Sulas, Kieran Omurthay, Leonard Lindemann, Dr. V, G-Force Enriquez, Sasha Park, J.T. Butler, Charles Armintage, Josh Simpson, Richard Kekowski, Brent Sillinger, Mark Jarvis, Juan Brastuk, Better, Gareth Smith, Vilkas War, Mateo de Rienzo, Arondel, Natius Maximus, Samuel Supernev, Equitas, Chris Fybe, Darcy Farrar, Kevin Mian, Jamie Milligan, and Matthew Miller for being the coolest persons in the planet. Be like these fine folks on my Patreon and take control.